All right, so today's top 5 is the top 5 worst superhero movies of all time.
All right.
Now, there was quite a bit, actually, that I didn't even think of, but there was just some that I personally remember it so vividly that I was like, I can't do it no more. So, Terrence, go first.
All right, so we did all time, and I know we have a lot of superhero films that actually have come out recently. But I remember superhero films back in the day.
Absolutely.
Back in the day. And you know what? They kind of sucked. They kind of sucked, and we kind of look on them fondly because we were kids back then, and kids can accept crappy movies and not worry about it. But you know what? They don't get a pass today. So, my top 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. Dolph Lundgren's Punisher. That was a crap. That was a crap fest.
He looked good though. He looked like the Punisher
with his dyed jet black hair.
Okay, maybe not.
Living in the sewers.
Can I get Thomas Jane, please?
Yeah, please watch that movie. You will appreciate Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane is awesome.
You will appreciate Thomas Jane after you watch that movie. God, it was so bad. And you know what? For the longest time as a kid, I loved that movie. But you know what? I was wrong. It's a bad movie. Number 4. Steel. And you know why Steel's on my list? Steel's on my list because I didn't even realize it was a superhero. I thought it was just some Shaq thing made up. And then I realized, oh wait, he's John Steele from the comic books. I just thought it was Shaq with a metal mask on and a crappy hammer. It was not John Steele. It was not John Steele was Superman for one point in time. When Superman died, John Steele was Superman. Come on. That movie was bad. It was bad. Number 3. Man, I went back and forth on this one. Superman, The Quest for Peace. That's such a bad movie. It is such a bad movie. The fight scenes are horrible in it. The CGI is horrible in it. The only cool thing about it is there are no cool things about it. The movie's just bad. But you know what? We were Superman fans back then, and we took it and we liked it because we liked Superman.
I mean, we
loved Christopher Reeve.
They even tried to throw John Cryer when John Cryer was like a big thing back then, and not even that helped.
That movie. And that whole,
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman was in that film too.
Yes!
You know, the sun, and then you go, it was so bad. It was so bad. All right. So see, we're not going to give a crap on my list this week. Number 2. Supergirl.
I like Supergirl.
Supergirl's a bad movie.
Supergirl's good. Helen Slater was awesome.
She was fun
and she's beautiful.
Yeah, she was gorgeous. But her movie had so many plot holes in it. I have little children. I showed them that, and they picked up the plot holes that it didn't make sense. And I was like,
they had Mommy Dearest in it.
It was baby, it was the 80s. Oh. We didn't care about story.
Just slide, you so punch somebody.
Exactly.
Number 1. I'm curious.
Number 1. You wanna guess it?
Catwoman.
No.
Green Lantern.
Batman and Robin. That movie is so bad. It's legendary bad. It's legendary bad. From the bat nipples to the whole little montage thing when they were getting dressed. That's worse than the bat nipples. When they would turn around and show the rubbery butts. And the only thing redeeming about that film is that Alicia Silverstone was Batgirl. It's the only thing that I like about it. And you know what? As much as
from a look standpoint, from a look, she looked good.
I thought she was too old for the role of Poison Ivy. She was not Poison Ivy. I thought Bane completely sucked. They totally
was so bad.
Blue chunks on Bane.
Blew more than that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was kind of funny with the stupid ice puns, but they got annoying after a while. God, it's like George Clooney basically phoned it in for his performance of Batman. And I remember seeing like a making of clip, and he's like, this is an older Batman, and it's like, well, Batman doesn't run around doing his stuff. And he's like, hey, Robin, over there. And I was like, he actually did stuff like that in the movie. It's like he wanted to be the original was it 70s?
Adam West
Batman. for the 90s. He wanted to be Adam West for the 90s, and it didn't work, and either it was just bad. But that's my top 5.
You know what? Surprisingly enough, we have a lot of the similar ones. So
Wow.
this one, I know you're gonna freaking definitely agree with me. No, my number 5 starts with the Fantastic Four stick, or Fan Four stick.
God.
For you to have, first of all, there's like so many things that are completely off. Like when 1 minute Jordan has his mustache, the other minute he doesn't, and Kate Mara's hair is one way, then it's not.
Oh, then she's wearing the wig.
She's wearing the wig, and then it's like starts to build up and build up and build up, and it's over.
Yeah,
Credits
it's
are running.
over.
It's
I got Doom. Wait, what does Doom have all these weird powers that he'd never had before?
It's horrible, and don't get me wrong, I freaking love Miles Teller. He was amazing in Whiplash, so I was like really excited to see him in this role, and he just completely, it's not their fault because they changed directors in the middle of it, so I get it, but still, it was really disappointing that he's got to have that on his resume as you know, as talented as he is, as the new Shia. That's Miles Teller. Anyway, but yeah, so I was really disappointed in that. Hopefully Fox and Marvel do something to where they can actually introduce these characters again and do it right this time.
Maybe they'll just get Doom.
Number 4, Howard the Duck. You know, talking about bad CGI? Oh my goodness, that thing was horrible. And I used to watch Howard the Duck all the time. I own Howard the Duck because I'm trying to get all of the ones from my childhood, all the movies from my childhood, and that was one of them. And I it's a guilty pleasure.
By the way,
it's a
that
guilty pleasure.
movie is inappropriate for the age they showed that film to.
Yeah, really? There's a lot of things. Anyway,
that movie's so inappropriate for kids, and they showed it to kids.
There's duck porn in there.
The PG-13 was so loose back in the day. Ghostbusters was PG.
Yeah, but it was just. I mean, Leah Thompson was okay, but Jeffrey Jones was horrible. Tim Robbins, for it being his very first movie ever, poor guy. But still, hey, you know what?
It's on his resume.
Yeah, you got an Oscar, so there you go. All right, number 3 is Steel, and it has more to do with just Shaq. And Shaq, basketball player, Hall of Famer. I love you. You're awesome. But as an actor, no. Stay away from it. Don't ever do it again.
He did some passable things, but that wasn't one of them.
No, just the costume didn't look right on him. He looked like the kid from Fat Albert that has the freaking mask on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He looked like that.
Yes. What was that? Much mouth.
So I just did not like it, and yeah, it was bad.
No, we'll do honorable mentions. No, go ahead.
Number 2 was also Superman for the question, please. I mean, when you had the same, and it's like the same shot over and over again. It's the same freaking scene over and over and over.
Basically, before in the other Superman films where they did the flying, you didn't realize that he was laying on a block and they were just kind of doing this stuff as he was flying. This one, it just totally looked like I could almost see the block that you were laying on as you're turning to the side. It was.
I mean, it was just horrible. Gene Hackman just cashed the paycheck. That's what that was.
He just cashed the paycheck on that one.
John Cryer's barely coming out, so hey, you know what? It's a Superman movie. I gotta get in it.
I never got you know how they showed it one thread of his hair was holding up all this weight, but then he took a pair of wire cutters and cut that. How the hell? If all that is holding all that weight, how can you just use bolt cutters to cut through his hair?
It was awful. It was awful. And it's a damn shame that that's Christopher Reeve's last movie as Superman.
I mean, when he appeared on Smallville and the small role after
but not as Superman.
Yeah, I know.
He was never Superman again. So you know what? Still love you, but that one was horrible. And number 1 was also Batman and Robin. That movie was just absolutely freaking just let me go head first into a thumbtack, because that movie sucked. It was freaking awful.
Maybe we should do a You Don't Hate on that one and try and make ourselves figure out
ever
like that movie.
The whole Mr. Freeze and and like you said, the ice puns and talk about your cold shoulders. And what the hell is Vivica Fox doing in there? Oh my goodness, get out of there.
Oh man, it was prime Vivica Fox too.
Yes, it was
good.
That was before 50.
That's the reason why You Don't Hate that movie.
You know what? You're probably right, because Clooney was Clooney. He was not Bruce Wayne. I say that all the time. You look at past shows and he's just.
Hey Robin.
You over there. And then he's got the freaking American Express card that's got Batman symbol on it.
Oh man,
it was just so terrible. I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. I never thought of it that way, but it was a lot like the old 60s show. I mean, it had better costumes, obviously, better effects, better blah, blah, blah. But
they were trying to do that.
They were trying, but it was just, what, for its day, that 60s Batman show, it was new and it was fun. And it was campy. I mean, if a shark bites your leg when you're holding on from a helicopter, your leg is gone.
Who makes shark repellent, by the way?
I don't know how the hell. Yeah. Anyway, so
honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. I had Lantern.
You had Lantern.
I had Green Lantern, and for obvious reasons, I did not like the villain.
We defended that movie.
Yes, we did. But
can we consider Kazam a superhero film?
No. Anything Shaq touches, right? The 1990s Captain America.
I thought about that one, but it was such a small film. I didn't think.
And then I thought about the one that you showed when we did the You Don't Hate Fantastic Four.
Oh, the Roger Corman one. That's another one. That is so good. It's corroborate time. Other ones I had Catwoman on mine. I also had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. It's the worst Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And they give them freckles. I don't even know.
Because they were trying to. I don't know what they were trying to do. Yeah, you named all my other ones. So
they had a perfect time for Turtles 3. They had a perfect time to actually throw Bebop and Rocksteady in that one.
But they went back into the past.
No, I know. I said just do away with that. I mean, the whole movie just don't do that.
Well, they gave us Bebop and Rocksteady. It was just Toka and Razor.
Anyway.
AKA Bebop and Rocksteady.
Let us know what your top 5 worst movies is. I mean, there was a lot that we saw on the internet, from The Spirit to Elektra. I don't think these different ones.
Elektra wasn't that bad. Spirit wasn't that bad. I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below in the comments. Tell me some. Don't just jump on the train of all the ones that have recently come out. Or if you Green Lantern me, I'm gonna go on a long rant about why Green Lantern is a good movie. So just know, if you put Green Lantern, you're gonna get a reply that's gonna be about that long. But tell me some other ones. If you're a child of the '80s like we are, tell me some of the ones that you remember, because I'm sure I forgot some other ones. Tell me below in the comments. Make sure you like this video so that way we know we're doing a good job here. And make sure you subscribe because we want to love you and have you a part of our family. But also too, that way, yes, we want to love you and see your logo.
Well, actually, they see our logos.
Oh, they can see our logo. Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, you want to show me your logos? Have fun. I'll be over here. Whatever.
That's all I got.
For Husband in the Back, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And that was the goods. Thank you for the 30.
I'm too gentleman.
Chicks don't want that.
Yeah.
They don't want that at all.
They don't want the PG-13 guy.
Fuck you. Why do you think Ralph Tresvant wasn't a thing?
Hey, they don't want the PG-13. What do they want?
I'm so conflicted.
Pajards?
Like,
They want the rated R guy.
They want the rated R guy.